What's up, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of This Week in Madden, show 191. We've got some salary cap action coming in tonight live, so we'll waste no time jumping right into it, Gibbs. Salary cap ranked is out. Everyone's been making their lineups. We've made breakdown videos. What has gotten your fancy most about this new mode?
Well, yeah, salary cap ranked beta is here. And I'm excited because it's like a breath of fresh air for the community. I see that people are interested in. Whoa,
that's bad.
What did you do? So, anyways, the lineups that I'm seeing people, it's awesome. People in the community, guys like Ryu, who's been just making lineups on top of lineups. I know he's in the chat tonight, but it's been great to see everybody doing all these lineups. And kind of reinvigorating the end of the season here. It's really cool to see, so I'm excited about it. I've been having a great time myself just building lineups. We're going to go over 5 different lineups here tonight. We're going to go over a nickel 3-5 odd defense lineup. We're going to go over a big dime 1-4-6 lineup. And we're going to go over quarters 3 deep lineup. With on the offense side of the ball, we're going to go over gun bunch and gun wide trips weak. I'm really excited to go over all of those lineups. We'll break those down a little later in the show. We also have up on the plate today the best tank players to have on your roster. These are the guys that are going to be the lowest cap value, but actually still provide some value. So you remember that's very important. You always want to be able to provide some type of value, even if at the lower end. And then at the end of the show, or towards the end, I want to reveal who my favorite player in salary cap rank beta is. I have one player. This is the guy. I told you who he was. Don't put the cat out of the bag. But he's my favorite player when it comes to salary cap rank. It's encompassing everything. What he plays on the field virtually, also his cap value and just overall value. He fits every single lineup you'd ever want to create because that's how good he is. That's what his cap value is at.
And you're willing to put your money where your mouth is tonight, where you're going to be playing live in the game of the week with a salary cap play a friend. You're willing to put all these tips that we're about to give out right now, these lineups, on the line tonight in salary cap ranked.
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's do it.
Of course.
So we'll jump in, guys. Remember, tonight we got the top 5 salary cap quarterbacks. We have final edition reviews and mover reviews. We're going to look at some rookies. We have your top 5 salary cap ranked tank players when you just need a spot. We have a note from the commish at Matt Marcoux. You want to follow him on Twitter, especially if you're playing Draft Champions Ranked Season 2. The commish sent out emails, so make sure if you qualified that to keep an eye on your email. Even if you weren't in that top 64, they need alternates, so they send out a bunch, but follow at Matt Marcoux on Twitter. We're going to talk about zone defense. We're going to look at salary cap ranked and talk about the offensive line. For the Brain Trust, we have brand new content coming in after the show tonight. I sat down and got Zan, J.O., and M-Stack for now to go over their lineups in salary cap ranked, what they do, their schemes, all of their 5 guys. And then we have some gameplay tonight. Shout out to Rad Sean with the sub hype. But Gibbs, let's take a look at our first question.
What in the chat before we get started, we got a couple people already trying to guess who my favorite item is in salary cap ranked beta.
Yeah.
Everyone throughout the course of the show, let's see your guesses. Who do you think my favorite item in salary cap rank beta is? We already had one guess, Brandon Williams. I guess I talk about him quite a bit.
The big dog.
Real quick, we got sub hype with Radshon
and B2.
And B2.
Let's
go. Start it off with a bang.
Guys, keep an eye out for your emails tonight. We got those new videos coming. They'll be in your Twitch messages about 30 minutes after the show. And shout out to Zan from Forward Progress Madden, Jo30, and Real MStack42, LOL, or just MStack42 for the videos. They really go in depth and do a good job of teaching you guys a couple different lineups and angles. All right, first mailbag question of the night is from Coasty. He wants to know, how can I improve my play calling in goal-to-go situations? So remember, we're going to have lots of good gameplay on the show tonight as well. Balsamic Manatee coming in with the sub-hype. For goal-to-go situations, there's one thing I think you should do, and this helps me quite a bit. So when I get down inside the 10-yard line, and I've said this before, but if I'm from the 15 to the 10, I have one set of plays where I know I can get a first down and I know I can attack a little more clear. If I'm from the 10 to the 5, on first down,
Yeah.
I think you almost have to run the ball. And the reason I think you have to run the ball is because now you get down to the 5 to the 0, where the whole world is your oyster. If I
Just like shucking an oyster.
if I'm from the 10, so if you want to drop some coverage here, don't even drop a spy.
Want me just is that good? Cover 2?
Yeah. And then contain rush.
Contain. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can run with Brady. Obviously, I'm not be able to.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna try and run up the middle real quick. But if I'm between the 10 and the 5, I can't probably get in. It's gonna be really hard for me to score. Mm-hmm. And so now they don't really ever worry about me running the ball. Let me see if I can just go. Okay, so there.
But you still can't get in.
So I can't get in. But if I'm between the 0 and the 5,
You're gonna get in.
I'm gonna get in from there. They have to spy a guy. They have to do something.
So you like the scramble with the quarterback, not necessarily a run with the halfback. Is what you're saying?
No, I'm saying I like to run with the halfback on first down because it gets me up between the 5 and the 0. Mm-hmm. Because from the 10 to the 5, you're hopeless trying to pass the ball. It's just too far.
Unless you bring
drags
in,
don't work. Unless
you
you have
bugs deep.
yeah.
Bugs.
Unless you have advanced setups. We've shown a bunch of plays. You can go back to TWIM 189 or 190 and look at Boog's smart route tip, which we can show. But the real key is not getting stuck in this 10 to 5 no man's land early in the downs where they're not going to be thinking you're going to run it. You want to run it so that you can get up there, and then you have the ability on a passing play to run in with the quarterback once you're between the 5 and the 0. The tip from Bugs was something like this, and we can link you in the chat to find the exact. But it's from either last TWIM or the TWIM before on this channel. But you press A, Y, and then you click down Smart Route on RB, and then you're actually able to throw it pretty nicely.
Yeah, I actually use it all the time now.
Yeah.
Like I use it a ton. I'm using the Titans offensive playbook. I go gun trips tight end. It's been really successful for my red zone offense. I've seen my red zone passing offense go the percentage of scoring go through the roof. Like you said, I run the ball a lot in the red zone, but now I'm going kind of two-headed monster now.
And there's like I said, there's a lot of tactics and a lot of we do the single back play where we throw deep to the sideline. There's the Bugs smart route on the corner route. This was more of like a play calling question, and I think it's just how does the defense think? The defense thinks, okay, I'm going to play heavy zone coverage. You've got to force them to stop the run from that range. Even though you're not going to get in, you got to get it closer. And that's like a play calling thing that I think is true in the game. So,
yeah, I agree with that. Can you try something here for me real quick?
Yes, what would you like?
I just do a pass play where everyone goes out.
Okay.
I just want to see something. Just
see if you can get some pressure.
Yeah,
I've
just I'm seeing this formation. I'm like, why doesn't this work?
I've spent a lot of time dancing with this formation at the start of the year. I actually had some
lot of dancing,
really good pressure that came up the middle. Some might call those gap blitzes. Yeah. I had one. The problem with this formation, though, as a whole, there's two different ones, right? So there is 4-3 teams have this book, and then 3-4 teams have this formation. Sometimes it's a linebacker, so you can actually RB all full, you can RB global, and other times it's the defensive line, and you can't RB. Sorry.
No, okay.
Sometimes you can't RB global.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure you have the right one. But I was getting it from the Detroit book. The problem doesn't cover the flats. There's really no. You
got cover two.
You're gonna get smoked.
Wait, hold on. Am I?
Yeah.
What if it's?
Maybe not in this set, but
hold on.
I'm saying consistently overall, there was not enough flat coverage in this formation.
Go ahead. Like that.
There just wasn't enough coverage.
I just want it to be good.
I want it to be good. It's in almost every playbook. I said this is the new formation. You get double A gap. Someone's gonna find a way to get guys through and use this defense. And it never really came to fruition. I had a blitz, but it just it just never got there.
Yeah.
And that is, what's that defense called?
Nickel 245 double A gap.
Double A.
Watch this. I feel good about this right here.
Okay.
I feel real good about this. Here.
What ended up happening was a 3-3-5 odd kind of took. You could kind of make this.
That's the problem.
You know what I mean? And you got most of the bang for your buck with 3-3-5 odd. Ready?
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah, no, that's the one. See that?
Yeah.
Double. Send 6, 2 free. It's like a special promotion that I always try and run. Send 6, 2 free. Here it is. Look at that. 2 free. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you think I can do it again?
All right. Try one more time.
One more time. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. It's a little labor intensive, but I think you could get the setups down. God, it's universal any play. Dang, no. Oh, it was that one time.
Tom Brady, too strong.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We'll keep looking through questions in the mailbag right now. Remember, you can send yours in on Twitter at Madden Bible, at SGibbs7. For this one's from DJ Phoenix. He says, "Can you become a great player with no lab partner?" So he's been playing a lot of games, but he doesn't have a lab partner. What do you think, Gibbs? Can you become great?
No. I don't think you could become great. I think you could become good. I think the difference, if we're talking upper echelon players, if you want to get into the worlds of becoming a Skimbo, a Serious Mo, a Problem, a Bugs, I think to get yourself to that point, you need a lab partner. To play by yourself and get out on the sticks and, you lab yourself, lab plays, work 2 controllers, play online games, but play them as a lab game. I think you can get very good. I think you can get to the point where you can compete in those tournaments and you can make it to the top 64 of a Madden Challenge, and I think you could do very well. But I think what puts those guys over the top and what makes them special, makes them great, the best players in the game, is that they're a unified group, a unified bunch. They have the ability to play with each other and lab with each other. They run things by each other. When it gets to this point, this upper echelon level of Madden, Madden is especially when there's a Madden Challenge, especially when there's a tournament around, your mind is so focused in on the event, it consumes your whole life.
It's kind of like a fight camp. So UFC fighters, they have fight camps. They have a team that they lab with. There's the jiu-jitsu guy, and there's the striker guy, and he's going to get you ready for this type of opponent, and this guy's going to get you ready for that type of opponent. And you see it with guys like Problem. They're consistently in these camps, and everyone, there's nothing that surprises them the day of an event. And I think you really do want to get, you always want to play the best competition. That's a start, but like you said, to be great, to really go to that next level is about, it's a good idea to have those type of lab partners. Shout out to I Really Hate Mark for the sub-hype 8 straight months.
I Really Hate Mark for 8 months?
I really
love Mark. Oh, let's go.
Let's go. All right, here we go. Another mailbag question coming in right now. This one is from 7 Cities. He wants to know, do you go with the Ultimate Legend Suggs or Legend LT? I actually have the comparison up for you.
Okay, for do we know
We don't know exactly
role?
But I don't think it matters because you're going to see here that they're actually very, very similar. We got big sub-train rolling right now.
People all over the world, join hands. Boom. Start a sub-train.
Oh, yeah. Metal Mechanic. D2G War.
Got a conductor, got a caboose. Got a conductor, got a caboose. Got a conductor.
All right, so right here we're going to compare Suggs and Taylor. You'll see that the price is pretty much the same.
Yep.
Right around 70 or 100. We already know that this LT is our most favorite in the game.
Yeah, love him.
But look at the
What's the cap value? Cap value is both the same?
58, 50.
Got it. That's great value on the Taylor.
Look at the sizzle, though.
Yeah. Strength, yeah.
Same speed.
Strength already huge.
Much stronger.
Acceleration, that's all.
Not as quick.
It's a little slower.
Defensively, though, better power rusher, little less consistency with the finesse. Not quite as good block shed. But good pursuit. So
what's his power finesse, though?
He's still got pretty good finesse. He doesn't have the LT level finesse.
Yeah.
But overall, you're going to get a little bit better power move rush.
You get a better overall player in Taylor. Suggs is going to be the better run
stopping, but still
defender.
Can rush the passer and play power.
Now, if you go to the 48-hour Suggs,
yeah.
Let's make that perfectly clear.
But then you're ponying up.
Sure.
Yeah.
But if we're going to him, you got to make sure you understand that you go 48-hour Suggs. That's much better.
Normally, I would say this Suggs here, but because RG kind of shared that LT is one of his favorites due to the balance in power move, finesse move, and the LT's played really well for me. I would say the LT here, although I love this UL Suggs. I play him at end over LT.
Yeah.
Because I need to stop the run, and his finesse, I think, is up to like 89. So he seems to do pretty well for me on the backside run game. Love the Suggs, the boss Suggs. But
the 96 strength, like,
yeah.
If you're looking for the run defender, go Suggs. If you're looking for the all-around better player, it's Taylor. Also, Taylor's going to give you a little bit of zone coverage ability. And his man in zone, like his zone, I think is 72.
Yeah, you get a little extra.
So you get a little extra. So Taylor is a little extra there. So,
all right, here we go. Next mailbag question. This one is coming in from LeBron Gibbs. We need you to fly in some cover 3 beating plays in the Pats playbook after the corner flat combo gets locked.
Sure.
So, if you're in this Patriots playbook here, you're going with
switch the paddles.
You're going with passing plays, but all of a sudden, your opponent starts to take away the corner.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like halfback wheel, we've shown you guys how to use that multiple times.
That definitely makes sense. So, like, you could say Pat Sale, also something very similar, a similar concept. But let's go to something that's not quite. It's not. Let's see. So if we go to gun split close and we go to. We'll kind of show 2 variations of like a delayed read that can be really good against cover 3, cover 2.
Yeah, that is a good read.
Right,
yeah.
so here's the X-drag trail. So against cover 3, so number 1 against cover 3, the beauty of facing cover 3 is that in Madden NFL 16, you can attack it deep. Like you can get deep on cover 3, like as a safety gets drawn somewhere. But in this play, this is brought to us by Tweezy all those months ago. This is one of our favorite plays in the game. The hot routes we make on this play. We streak the far left receiver, we drag the B receiver, and then we option the RB receiver. And what we're looking for here is actually the A receiver. This is like a late read. And he got contextually aware of it. But it's a late read, and it's not necessarily your first read, but you set it up. And where you want to go with the ball is you want to go to B, you want to go to RB, you want to go to B again late in the left flat, and then by that time you can then throw to Gronkowski here as he cuts to the deep part of the field right there. And that is a very consistent read against cover 3 or cover 2. It's very delayed, and the reason this works is almost very similar to why the vertical, the corner, and the flat works. We're using the same routes to make this work. We're just flipping it, and we're delaying the route combination. So let me explain why. LaFell, what's he doing? He's running a streak, and he's pulling the deep safety away, correct?
Yep.
All right, so that's one part of the equation. All right, what is Danny Amendola doing?
Grabbing the flat.
Danny Amendola's
some attention.
Running a drag, so he's pulling the flat down.
Yep.
All right, and then the last portion of this is our in theory, our corner pattern, right? So take a look. Here it is. No matter what your concepts are, it's all the same. It's just the way you run them on the field and how you get separation from them from different and disguising it. That's the same route combination. You have if you look at this play right here and you look at where those position of those players on the field, it would look very, very similar. Like they'd be a little more compressed if you were to look at a streak, a corner, and a flat from like one side of the field, like a bunch or gun doubles. It's the same route combination. It's just disguised on different parts of the field, and that's what you're going to see across the board, not just in Madden, but in the real NFL. That's how they run offenses.
Here's the other thing I like about this is put Amendola on a drag. So you want a guy a little faster than Amendola, but this is sometimes what happens with the flat zone. So throw to Amendola once he clears, like once he's about to hit the numbers. Watch what happens. So I'm using this guy, but like here's what happens.
Yeah, and then you can't get there. You can't get to the sideline.
That
all the time.
That's why I put that speed des on the drag there. It is outstanding because that drag with the rack is now turning into a 15-yard gain against cover 3 when it really should be like a 3-yard thing with the flat zone. But the flat zone's flat-footed and the drag is picking up speed and he's like going around everything. So that's one thing I like a lot right there.
So then the next thing we can talk about is for the Pat's verts. It's in Gun Bunch. It's in a lot of different plays, but we can do a similar type of concept from this play. So If we go to Pat's verts, and this was brought to us by your boy Bugs a couple weeks ago. So you power block, you max protect. It blocks both your halfback and tight end. And then you drag your tight end. And then you slant LaFell. And you're going to motion them out. So where this works is very similar. You have the drag, you have the vertical, and then you have the deep read. The deep read right there. And you're trying to get it to that tender part of the field. The safety actually did a good job there going towards it. So let me go back to it. Give me a baseline. I think maybe that might help with some of the reads here. But the idea is we're trying to run the same route concepts, guys, but we're just delaying them and changing where they are on the field. And Brady just can't deliver a ducket downfield.
Sounds about right.
Is that true? You're always throwing shade at Brady.
So much shade.
But the idea here is exactly what we're saying. And you can see how it's opening up. You got the underneath drag to Gronk, you have the deep vertical, and then you have this route right here that runs to the sideline. And, I mean, it really comes down to roughly the same routes, just disguised. So when you know that a flat, a corner, and a vertical is going to beat most zone coverages.
Right.
So then you need to start thinking, how can I run that same concept just all over the field, at all different spots, all different locations, and you're going to have success. It doesn't change. Like, defenders can only defend certain areas, and if a drag comes through their area, a drag or a flat comes through the area, they're going to go to it.
Right.
So
guys, good tips right there. Remember, you can check out Tweezy in the Brain Trust and also online. And then, of course, Bugs. It's at OG Bugs, and sometimes it's IG Bugs, and sometimes there's an underscore in there. But if you go to TWIM 2 weeks ago, I think it's 190 or 189, he's on there. He's showing these plays. He's a guy you should definitely follow. He streams and is very good at the game and can help you go further in depth. But some good plays right there.
Is this one of the better plays in the game?
Yeah, beats man to
because
the left.
Beats man to the left. Beats
the LeGarrette route's tough. You got a corner.
It's one of the better plays in the game, right?
Yeah.
I never even really looked at it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the looks pretty nice. And that is Gun Bunch Week
Corner
from
Strike.
the Pats Playbook's Corner Strike. Not
right.
Not bad.
You got an unbumpable right there too to Edelman. Edelman, if you leave him on that route,
If you leave it, yeah.
he'll just run a boop.
A beat man.
Yeah, a little inside. So cool.
Not bad. All right, here we go. Next question in the mailbag. This one is from iBull2. He wants to know, how much do you value press in a man press scheme? So let's unpack that question right there.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you value press rating in a man press scheme? So if we're calling man coverage here, because right now in my lineup I have Janoris Jenkins, 96 speed, 96 man, 74 press. I got Darby. I'm not spending extra in salary cap for press. I will in regular mode where it's Rod Woodson, where it's Cromartie. Of course I'll take the press, but I'm not going to spend extra for it in salary cap where I'm limited.
Right.
You know?
I think it's tricky because of the success that you have with cover 2-man under.
Mm-hmm.
And, getting that kind of press that you get from 2-man under, that to me takes the value down of looking at a press corner. Like a guy with 99 press. I don't look at it like I did when it was Madden 12, Madden 13, where, especially with the way I blitzed back then, or where the community blitzed back then, is you would go to a cover zero. It was very common to go to cover zero.
Right.
And you needed to have the dogs out there to be able to play press coverage. I remember wanting to play with the Dallas Cowboys back in Madden 12 in the Madden Challenge for New York City, and I couldn't because their corners couldn't stack up. I had to use the Giants. Because the Giants had the net, the best corners in the game. You had Aaron Ross, they had all these guys. There were 5 guys with 85 plus press.
Good line too.
Yeah, so they won the Super Bowl that year, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, was it more probable than not?
Is that true?
No.
Great tip, great pro tip from the chat.
But so you won't throw, you don't pony up extra basically.
Not for press.
And he's asking in a man press scheme, does that mean he's asking if you actually then call press, or is he just saying in a man press scheme? Is he asking if you call press, not just if you call 2-man, but if you call press?
If you call press, then things are going to change.
Right. If you are playing that cover zero style.
If you are calling cover zero and sending hot blitzes, then yes, now I would say it matters. If you're calling anything outside of cover 2-man under, then I would...
Mole calls 46 plug cover 1 or something.
He's the mole. He's the mole.
So he wants press then.
Yeah, he would want press. If you're actually physically calling press, yeah, you'd want it.
Got it.
By the way, we got the pro tip from the chat. They said
right.
to motion that corner out.
Let's see.
Well, look, it gives you another route to beat man. So watch this. Here's how you beat man. You put A, put him on a hitch, put B, smart route him, and motion him out, right? He's unbumpable. That becomes unbumpable.
Ooh, the hitch is pretty good.
You see that?
Yeah, this is pretty good.
That's a tough play, right?
Tough play.
So hitch to Edelman, smart route LaFell, you motion him out. Now you have basically every route in the play beats man. Every route beats man. Blunt's not the guy there, but every route beats man.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice play right there.
Oh.
All right, we'll keep going through the mailbag here. We hit up those questions. Let's go on to the next ones. Gibbs, who are your top 5 quarterbacks in salary cap ranked? Is it this list? This is my list, although I don't believe in the Vic, but you seem to believe heavily in this flashback Michael Vick.
Yeah, great question. Oh, it came from me. I know we talked about this yesterday, but I think flashback Mike Vick for 74 cap value is the best quarterback that you're going to get for what you have to pay. You have to pay a premium for quarterback. And when you start getting below the Vic when it comes to the cap value, when you start getting into the middle 60s or when you get to 60 range, you really see a drop off. And I know a lot of people in the chat, I know a lot of people in the community, they're going to say, well, you could get a pocket passer by dropping down. I just don't disagree with the 90 Brady for 60 cap value. I just think that for 14 extra cap value, what Vic brings to the table is like a higher threshold than you get another position. It's only 14 cap value and you're gaining 30 speed. And then the Vic gives you all the things you need to do to be able to have really the ideal quarterback to play with it in Madden. So that's where, and I really do like the team of the week Stafford. Again, but for 2 cap value, I would prefer the Vic. You get all the extra speed. You're going to lose a little bit of throw accuracy ratings, like throw accuracy medium.
Big time.
But I think that the speed outweighs the difference. And I've already had this discussion many times in the community with people. The Vic, and we've talked about how easy and how it is to stop mobile quarterbacks, and it is. But it always becomes a time in a game. You always get 1 or 2 situations where having that mobile quarterback comes up huge for you. Now talk to me about the Tony Romo you have up on the screen, 64.
Yeah, so this is from I Really Hate Mark. So the Eli Manning,
Can you throw it up on the screen?
Yeah, I know a lot of people like this Eli Manning at 62. The problem with the Eli is his short accuracy is... Eli's short accuracy is 89 and his deep's 89. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to see it at 90 just to feel a little bit more comfortable, whereas this Romo gets over the hump. He only has 94 throw power. That seems a bit low. And 65 speed is, it's not 72, but I think this guy could certainly get it done. He's super balanced across the board if you like to throw all routes. And for only 64 cap, he's pretty nice.
But I can get you into a flashback Mike Vick for 10 more cap value with 93 speed, and the only drop-off we have is throw accuracy medium. And I get you in with the 91 throw accuracy deep. I get you to the 97 throw power, 89 throw accuracy short.
If I'm going to play this Tony Romo, I'm going to play the 96 Brady. If I'm willing to go to Romo, I'm going to the Brady. The Brady is that much better than this Romo for 6 cap.
Right, but then you're gonna give up 4 cap value to go with 96 Brady. So, and that's fine, but do you think that the 96 Brady is that much better than the Vic?
You have to concern yourself with 1 medium pass losing you 25 yards.
How about
versus 2 Vic scrambles a game that get you 25 yards?
How about this is where I disagree. I disagree because if you go into a game and I know the way that we think. If we go into a game and we see that our opponent has Tom Brady, I'm going to use that extra defender as an extra resource to make a play. Or I can get more aggressive blitzing because I know I don't have to use a spy or contains.
Yeah, you can still scramble.
Not like you can with the Vic. Not like...
People spy contain you. It's over.
I mean, they have to do it every single down. And they're forced to run some type of vanilla style defense, which is fine. You're now dictating their hand, which is what I like about doing that. I don't disagree. I think this Brady, yes, obviously you don't get much better than those passing stats.
It's really, really good for 70.
Yeah.
The Stafford's pretty good too, but I take the Brady.
I think that the Brady, and It's Brady. It's Brady, Stafford, and Vic. Those are the guys that you can really kind of decide to go with. I think the Romo's good, but if you're going to go with the Romo, like you're saying at 64, why would you not pony up 6 more and go for the Brady?
Eli's the cheapest though, and he's legit.
But 8 cap value to get to the Brady? It's 8 cap value more. And
Eli has a clutch trait.
Does he?
So does Tom.
Tom.
Yeah, this Tom's nasty.
He's
probably the guy. This Brady's probably the guy. Unless I would say Brady, and then otherwise I would say Vic. If you really wanted a mobile, I'd make you pick between
Stafford. Look at Stafford. 79 speed. You could get away with that.
Yeah, that will get it done.
79 speed's pretty good.
79 speed will get it done for you.
And he's got 99 throw power, which is nice.
But then you go back to the. Then you go back to like that. You can sort of run, you sort of can't run, and you're wow, he's actually really good.
I know.
Yeah, that's why he's on the list.
Yeah, correct. That's why he was my number. He was my number one. Then I started looking at the Vic. I was like, wow, I could probably get it done with the Vic.
Yeah,
like
his traits are bad though.
He doesn't have clutch, correct?
Or he's trigger happy too.
Right,
just bad. But almost 80 speed with that. That's really nice right there.
Correct.
Yeah, he's good.
And he's got the 9 throw power. It's not like you're bringing.
And he's not prohibitively expensive.
And it's not like you're not bringing to the table with the Stafford like 92 throw power.
I mean, you're paying for him though.
That's my problem.
It's like you're paying for the Stafford. Stafford's not a secret. He's just a very, very, very good, balanced, solid item.
But
but you're not like fooling anybody. You're paying 72.
No, but my problem with my problem is that you're like to have a really good quarterback, like a quarterback that's going to get the job done. You have to pay right around this value, and that's not necessarily a problem. I'm just saying that. Like you can't drop down to 50 cap value and find a bargain guy and you're gonna be like, oh, this guy's the best. Like you're gonna get to the Marcus Mariota range, who's like 65.
He's way too much.
Marcus Mariota is 65 cap value.
You like this gold Goff?
But look at his cap value.
Let's see what it is.
Pull it up. Go to the gold.
We're basically best friends. Let's see what his gold cap value is. 60.
You see, that's the problem. Like you can't spend 60 cap value on him. And be like, oh, I'm saving my cap value with him. You can't
because it's 10.
You're talking 10 more to go to the 96 Brady.
And it's quarterback. You can't horse around.
Correct. That is where I'm talking. Where like the difference between cap value and players with quarterback is not as extreme as it is in other positions. Like you can go to corner and I can get you into a Ronald Darby 34 cap value. Who's going to get it done. But I can also get you into a Trey Walker 78 cap value. So we're talking 40 points of fluctuation, but Darby has more value than the Goff at here. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
That's what I'm saying.
I like it. Yeah. 92 injury on the Goff
for
those of you at home.
That's my hot take.
Next question in the mailbag here. That's a good debate. Gibbs, who are the top 5 budget players in salary cap ranks? So I'm not looking at your tank guys yet. I'm looking at the Shaq Thompson style 20 or so cap items. And
I'm going to pull them off on the screen for you. Ready?
Yeah, I've got, let me see, a little mixture. That's some draft items. These are the tankers. And then we've got kind of these guys here. So like this Shaq Thompson at 26.
Yeah, love it.
What you got for me?
So I number one, I love Bud Dupree. Most feared Bud Dupree. He's 22 cap value. If you're looking to save and find some room at cap value, go Bud Dupree as your user defender. Mm-hmm. We already know he's one of the best user defenders in the game. Is most feared Bud Dupree at 22 cap value. I absolutely love John Randall, strength addition defensive end. He is 60 speed, but he's got 99 strength, 93 block shed, and 91 power move, and I can get you into him today for 26 cap value.
Wow.
26. The John Randall. So go down. He's like 81 overall, 82. So right there. Pull that bad boy up. This is one of my must-have items. He's not the item, but this is one of my must-have items for 26 cap value as a stonewall defender for D-tackle. That's a very nice item. 94 block shed.
Very good.
Got the Bud Dupree. My coverage linebacker, Jonathan Casillas. I get you into him with 90 speed, 26 cap value. Pull him up. 26 cap value right here as your cover linebacker. If you need a guy to play man coverage as a linebacker, this is your guy.
Okay.
I love him. Great speed. He's got good zone coverage. One of the best coverage linebackers you can find for only 24.
24. You're going to say 14 over Kirksey, who's, you're either going, he's even better than, say, not better than the Super Bowl Derek Brooks, but he's that level below Kirksey, where Kirksey's not that much better than him, in my opinion.
I also comparing the Casillas, I love Miles Jack. NFL Draft just came out as well. And then I know you have one Shaq Thompson up already.
Yeah.
I'm going to go his OG item, his Schefter Star Shaq Thompson at 22 cap value.
Yeah, tremendous.
And then my other favorite budget item for the situation, Shaquille Barrett, 22 cap value. What I love about the Shaquille Barrett, 95 power move. So he's a really good option as a pass rusher. And he has some strength, he has some coverage. He can kind of do a lot of things.
Yes, the Shaq Daddy Barrett, when he came out, one of the items we targeted, he's a 95 finesse move rusher and 94 excel. Very cheap. Going to be 22 cap for you. Get him in there.
Here's the thing, like you can go and look at guys like, so you got to really get budget friendly when you're building these lineups. You could go and look at a guy we all think Aaron Lynch. Aaron Lynch though has got 80. He's 26 cap value. So you got to get into the Shaquille Barrett here. He's 4 less, and that's what I really like about him.
We're looking at the Bradham here. Has 93 hit power. He's going to definitely be a little bit more of a zone coverage defender.
Good user defender.
Pretty good user defender in the middle for you with that hit power. Not going to be able to rush the passer. Not going to really be good in the run game, but okay zone coverage. I think we could do slightly better. I don't dislike, but I think not bad. Not bad if you need some guys.
I'd also like to get you into a Robert Alford if you're looking for a corner. He's 28 cap value, and he brings a lot of good speed man coverage to the table, so take a look at the Alford.
Same thing with Bradley Roby for 28 cap value. Same with the Alford. Between the Roby and I think the Demarius Randall Schefter, you get 3 guys who can play man coverage for you. 92 speed here, 92 man coverage, and could be really nice.
Yeah. My offensive item that I will provide here. Offensive items, I got 2. I got an Andre Ellington as a spellback. I found that playing some games, I needed a spellback to be able to come in if my main back got tired. So the Andre Ellington Gold Edition, his 76 overall.
Yeah.
So what I like about it, he has 90s across the board in speed, agility, and acceleration, but he also brings a little bit of the juke move, which is really important for the problem double juke. So I love that he has that at 94, and then he's got good route running. So I like him as a backup. He only costs 28 cap value. And then my other item on offense is the Antonio Gates, 24 or 48 hour only. He's a 91 overall tight end. Absolutely love what he brings to the table.
Yeah, there's a couple nice gates here. There's the 83 out of position that Zan likes. He'll talk about that more in the Brain Trust video that's coming out tonight. This 85 isn't bad for the cost, but
I love the spectacular catch and catching traffic.
Yeah, so you got 92 spec here on the 36.
96 spec.
Gates, definitely more of a pass catching tight end. 96 spec, 92 catching traffic. That's good for one-on-one downfield catching. 87 route running's pretty good, and that's a pretty nice item. So some good budget items there for your salary cap ranked teams here. And next up, we'll take a look at some more items. But if you had to give a route for that Antonio Gates here in the Pats book, what would you do? So say Gronk is where Gates is lined up. The Gates that you just showed, what routes would you throw to him?
Well, so first off, really from gun bunch, he's going to be running like 2 routes really that are important. One's a streak, which I need the spectacular catching traffic, and the other one's the drag, which really comes down to speed. So that's where the Gates does give you a little bit of that, but really you need to have some type of ability for him to go downfield. If you don't, then you need to just tank and go only speed and say, I'm only going to run drags with this guy.
Ladarius Green, 92 speed.
But he still is going to cost you. What's the green cost?
Fast guy, sir. I'm saying just speed.
Yep.
You want to get the weakest guy possible so that you're not really paying extra. Ladarius Green, 88 final edition with 94 speed.
But he's 54 cap value.
Yeah,
you can't pay that.
That'll hurt you.
You can't pay that.
There's got to be a way to find a guy.
Go him. He's gonna be 45. I bet 46 cap value. My guess. There it is. Bang. I mean, don't call me cap value Nostradamus, but you can. Like, it's just, I got it all up here. Got it all up here, kid.
It's too expensive.
You can't pay for that. You can't pay for that for a tight end.
Yeah, you got to find a cheaper speed guy. We could sort by just speed and just cap value, but
so here's the problem. Little Darius Green, 90 speed is like, I think he's like 30 cap value. So the problem is you're gonna go 6 less cap value for a guy that has no catch in traffic, spectacular catch, who only has 4 speed more than this Gates. So that's where you get into, again, the scenario of like, okay, value, like the Gates then gives me a guy I can throw downfield to, spectacular catch. Like, so you got to just be looking at that. I really like a team of the week. Who is it? Is it Travis Kelce? I got him on my lineup
good
here.
Kelce here. Is he too balanced, though? Is Kelce
No,
too
Tyler
balanced?
Eifert. Tyler Eifert, team of the week. 34 cap value. Pull him up.
And this is the Kelce that almost everybody has, is this 90. So this Kelce for 36 also
Good cap value.
gets you a little slower.
Yep.
Not quite as much spec, but
Good
a little
run
more
block.
catching traffic. But he's a better overall blocker than the Gates is. So if you want a little more strength and blocking, you maybe go here.
Check out the Tyler Eifert, team of the week. 34 cap value.
Doesn't have the route running that the Gates has.
Yeah.
So he's your Gates, but if you want a run blocker.
Right. You're going to settle in right around 34, 36 for tight end.
87 Eifert?
No, 84. You're gonna like him. You're gonna like the way he looks.
I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 92 spec, 90 catching traffic.
So you lose a little bit of run blocking, but he's still pretty good in the run block game.
Yeah. Pretty good speed.
Yep.
Pretty balanced.
And
$34.
there's guys like Julius Thomas, who's 34 cap value, who is good in everything. He's like 89 in all your departments. You got Jordan Reed, 34 cap value, Jordan Reed. So there's a lot of tight ends, but you're going to settle in at a tight end that needs to be functional in that like mid-30s range. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to go really above it unless you're going to... Like, I don't think there's value in going and getting the
real Gronk.
The real Gronk. There's just, like...
Yeah.
It's not there. It's just not there.
All right, we got one more question in the mailbag, guys. Then we're going to show you some sample lineups that we have built specific to some of the most popular ways to play the game right now. Reminder that in the Brain Trust after the show, if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll be getting an email with Zan's team, how he lines up his offense and defense, and why he does things certain ways. Same thing from JO30, and same thing from MStack42. 3 guys. If you all want to follow them, we'll have more lineup breakdowns coming up from prominent members in the community soon. So consider subscribing here on twitch.tv/Madden Tips for access to those lineups and all the old content from earlier in the season, including how we run that 3-5 odd, how we run that big dime 146, etc. All right, so last question in the mailbag here is from BCake612 wants to know, Gibbs, who are the top 5 tank players in salary cap ranked, and how would you describe tank items?
So tank players these are guys, like, this is not to discredit them or discredit anything about like what we're saying them as tank players. They play a very important role in the way you build your lineup. I've seen a lot of people leave very important cap value points out on the board. Mm-hmm. What I mean by that is, like, you need to have a fullback player in your lineup. And like what I'm seeing a lot of people might, like, when they send me lineups, they'll put a fullback in and he's like 15 or 16 cap value. I'm like, and where I'm saying tank is, like, if you're not going to use that fullback, you're wasting whatever the cap value is at the lowest level. So
right.
We have a Nick Jacobs. We can get you into a Nick Jacobs who you can actually go and buy on the marketplace. He's available as a fullback you can pick up.
He's the replacement
He's a replacement fullback.
For like 5 coins.
He's 5 cap value. And actually, what I like about him, he's actually serviceable. He's 6'5". He's got 80 speed, pretty good acceleration, and his run blocking, pass blocking is not bad. Like, not bad.
For 5 cap.
For 5 cap value. This is almost an automatic. If you're looking to tank your fullback, this is an automatic. You got to go Nick Jacobs. Every lineup should have a Nick Jacobs if you want to tank the fullback.
Yes.
Next up, I get you into a Brandon Watts and a Nate Askew. Nate Askew is on the marketplace. You can pick up a Nate Askew. He is going for, I think, 6 coins. The Nate Askew, cap value. He's actually 7 cap value, but and then here's the Brandon Watts. What you like about Watts is he's 92 speed, 95 acceleration. So for all intents and purposes, he could be a good user defender at 6'2", and he's only 6 cap value.
Right. Especially he's decent on special teams because he's fast.
Yep.
You got him as a backup just in case. The plan isn't to necessarily use these guys unless you have to. Where Askew people are using with 92 speed, 75 hit power,
6'4",
excel, 7 cap value, 6'4" tall.
And he's got 65 spectacular catch just for fun. So those are 3 guys there. And then where is my next here? We had another. There's the tight end. It's the tight end. He's the cheapest tight end in the game. I gotta find him.
There's a guy that I like, Morgan something.
Morgan.
Morgan Cox has a very low cap number, and he's pretty good run blocker for what you get. 70 strength.
That's okay. That's
with I don't know.
It's like 81 run block.
81 run block for 9 cap. You have to take a second tight end.
Like that's good.
So this is your second tight end, unless you're going to run 2 tight end sets, and that's where you're going to try and dominate people from.
So the last thing I'd say about tank players, you need to look at tank players, and you need to go to the bottom of the cap total, cap amount, and then you need to isolate and find those guys that fit the lowest cap value amount, and then can you find a guy that has some type of good rating or elite rating somewhere. So like Morgan Cox has 81 run blocking. Okay, that's good. That's actually really good for a tight end. Like we were just talking about Travis Kelce, who had 80 run blocking. We were praising him for it.
You can't throw him a spec. Can't throw him a catch in traffic.
But you can throw him to block.
Right.
Same thing with Nate Askew and Brandon Watts. They can't necessarily tackle great. They don't have hit power. They don't have pursuit, all that good stuff. But what do they have? 6'2", 6'4", and they both had 92 speed. That makes a pretty good user defender to just get into areas and make things muddy. So they fulfill those needs of like having a good stat, and that's how you're going to find a good tank player.
Crazy. I like it. I think that will get the job done for you, and we'll keep looking an eye out here. Let's jump into the game of the week. We've got S. Gibbs here. He'll be playing some salary cap ranked. While he builds his lineup here outside of the mode, I'm going to go through these lineups and we'll talk a little bit about what we have going on. So it's going to be J. Reed Vick against S. Gibbs. That will start Vic in about 10 minutes.
All right.
Salary cap rank, play a friend. So you get to see some lineups in action. Let's talk about some of these lineups here that we've seen in the community, and we'll also break down some new items that have come out during the week. We've got some new ones, so we'll go over those also.
Sure.
Let's start out with Woodster Gibbs. This is a 3-3-5 odd lineup. I know you have a 3-3-5 odd lineup that you like, but tell me what you like about this. I like the balance of this.
This is very balanced
lineup. So you've got the Rambo as a very good user safety.
How much is he paying? That's the first thing I look at on defense.
Defensively, he's at $496.
That's a great price. I mean, that means he's balanced on both sides of the ball. It's a good price.
So he's got Ronnie Lott at the 3, Antrell Roll at the 1, Pat Pete at the 2. So 2 good man guys.
Love Ronald Lott.
Leonard Williams, the Armstead. So he's not just tanking those positions.
No.
He's going with a little bit of beef there.
I think he can save himself a lot of coin by going to John Randall at D-tackle. A lot of cap value.
Okay.
Good amount of cap value. 6.
You've got Quan Alexander in the middle.
He's got the Casillas.
He's got the Casillas also. And then Derek Brooks, the base legend, on the other side. How do you feel about this 3-5 odd lineup? We'll look at yours too here in a second, see where things differ.
I do like it. Actually, that Derek Brooks legend's that's a great value. Clinton Dix is good. He's got the good zone, good hit power. Rambo, 36 cap value.
It's a pretty good user safety.
Pretty good. Show me Jonathan Joseph. Backup CB. 18. That's good. That's good cap value. I mean, I don't have any complaints other than his D-line. I think D-line's a spot here where you can kind of tinker and make some changes to get some more big players.
These are great budget MUT items.
Yeah.
These 2 guys, I'm not super familiar with Williams, but
Leonard Williams is low 90s and everything, but he is 90s and everything. That's his bug. That's what's good about him, but it's also his bugaboo.
Right, because you're going to pay a little extra.
Right.
But super solid guys for this 3-5.
Click on Ian Williams. if you can. I'm curious. Maybe he's got some stats I'm not aware of.
Yeah, I don't.
It should go.
We'll go to him.
Yeah, I can look him up.
So for Ian Williams here at the DT, let's see, 89. He's got
99 block shed. Okay, no.
Wow, 97 strength and 99 block shed.
That's good.
So that's beefy.
So, okay, here, that's really good. So the Randall, we're just spitballing. Randall has 99 strength up to the 97 strength. Block shed, he's got 94 block shed to the 99. So he's got 9 more speed as the Ian Williams, and the Randall's got more power move. So I do like the Williams. I think he's good, but I think you could take off. Like, I think you can take him off and put Randall in because they're very similar players. Mm-hmm. You can have the same success with the Randall, and you're going to save yourself 6 cap value. Now, tack that cap value back on. You could go out and get you could probably, who can you get at that point?
50 or 52 or...
You could get another 50 corner, which could get you a better shot. You could get a better user strong safety than Bakari Rambo, because it seems to me that's what he's using. That's probably his user defender.
Yeah, he's pretty good though.
Yeah, I mean there's areas to that's.
Yeah, that's always tinkering.
No, it's a great lineup though. Great lineup.
Good stuff by Woodster. Thank you very much for sharing your lineup with us, and appreciate you doing a 3-3-5 lineup, which is helpful for the community as people are, using these lineups all game long. So right now, guys, S. Gibbs is getting his lineup in game here. We're going to be taking on J. Reed Vic. We're going to try out some new stuff and see how it works. So let's go through some of the new items. I'll break these down as S. Gibbs talks about it, and then we'll look at his lineups in a second. So first things first, this final edition Mike Evans has 95 speed with 100 spec and 98 catch in traffic. I would love to see his release and route running flipped, as that's kind of my fancy at this time. But this is, obviously one of the best downfield one-on-one catchers in the entire game. He's not going to really burn anybody deep with 95 speed, but he has something that other guys don't. He's got 85 strength and 80 run block. So if you're looking at the Brandon Marshalls, if you're looking at the strength receivers out there that are going to hold the edge in the run game and then still be able to go up one-on-one and make a catch, this is your dude. And you're still going to have pretty good route running at 92. And then you're never really going to run into a press you can't beat if your opponent goes that route. So this is a pretty amazing item here from Mike Evans. And I think that anybody would be pretty smart to pick him up, especially if they want that strength out there to block for you. So let's bring it on back here to...
what is your lineup?
This guy's, we got Mike Evans going on. That's for Big Down 146. But
this?
Yeah. I had to get it down, though. So for this new Danny Woodhead that came out, this is the final edition Danny Woodhead. In my opinion, this is the best route running cap value player in the game right now. 60 cap value with 93 route running is the cheapest across the board of anybody with 85 route running or higher. And he's got good catch and traffic just in case. But this route running, and you're not paying a ton extra for the speed, besides Darren Sproles, who's like 89 speed, which I think is just too slow. I do like the BCM McCoy, it's who I use myself, but this Danny Woodhead, if you need a route running halfback, if you like to throw routes out of the backfield, is the guy that I think you should go with. And he's brand new. Good item right there. James Carpenter has been my favorite item in Mutt at left guard. His base and then his Football Outsiders. That's who I have in my lineup right now. It's the Football Outsiders version. So this guy's super balanced, nice budget left guard for you. Trufant, when he came out, in my opinion, was one of the best corners in the game. His base elite. And now, since he didn't really get many items throughout the course of the season, I think he only really got the superlative edition. This 86 when it came out was prime time for most of the years. A little slow, but without him getting a team of the week and kind of boosting the entire way across, he is. What I like about him was he was balanced when he came out, and I think if he had got a couple more, this would be an endgame style item, but instead it's a pretty decent budget item. I think for 60 cap, you can get guys that do either man coverage a little bit better. I think you got to kind of pick whether you're going to go heavy man or heavy zone. I don't know if there's a place in salary cap for just true balanced items, but it's a good item. It's just I don't know how serviceable it could be unless you really play a truly balanced style. I think 95 speed does get it done though for you. And then lastly, this Brandon Williams is 99 strength, 97 block shed. We just showed the Ian Williams item that has similar cost, similar cap, and 90 power move with 88 play rec here. So this is just an all-out beef run stuffer. Throw him in there with Stephen Paya, and you're going to be able to lock up the run. There's tons of really good items to slow down the run game, and all you got to do is start it with either Brandon Williams or the Ian Williams. Anybody with the last name Williams that plays on the D-line, based. You want to pick him up.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we had the other day, NFL Movers came out, so Danny Trevathan's in here. This guy has 93 zone coverage with 100 pursuit. He's got 90 speed and 91 block shed. So 82 strength. Mainly his role is going to be zone coverage across the middle. And this is what we used his 87 version, which was his, even though he was a little slower, with that zone coverage at 89 at this point in the season, until the Brandon Marshall came out, the 93 Brandon Marshall, we utilized this Danny Trevathan for our zone coverage scheme across the middle of the defense. You could consider going with James Laurinaitis, who might be a little bit less because he's probably not as fast and has a little more play rec. But this is a pretty nice balance, and that pursuit maybe helps out a little bit too. Next up is Andre Smith. Very, very strong, good pass block if you need an item. Colby Fleener finally gets an item. He's got 92 speed with this Colby Fleener with 94 route running. Dang, he's 6'6", 95, 92. Can't block with 67 run block, but I mean, this Colby Fleener, he's only costing $28K. I mean, what's tough about salary cap is there's so many good affordable items for budget players out there. Coin-wise now you're going to have to think about cap. Like Colby Fleener's too cap prohibitive, in my opinion, to use, but he would be great if you just had a regular budget team that was coin-based. Shelby comes in with 95 power move, 89 strength, 89 block shed. That's going to be a little bit low. I think you can get better value than him out there. And then Chase Daniel, the 84 speed. Can't use him since he only has 82 deep. I was thinking maybe this guy could be a sleeper, but I think you could do slightly better. So that's what we've got going on. Shout out to Kroner Hut in the chat. S. Gibbs here getting
Biggest
ready.
pro tip in the game.
All right, what is it, Gibbs?
Tank your punter, Adam Podlush, in the store, 2 cap value.
2 cap value for the Podlush.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Gibbs is going with at his punting position. How's your lineup coming along over here?
I'm doing everything I can, man. Everything I can.
All right, we'll reveal it just before.
Did you go over the other lineups yet?
Yeah, about to do that right now. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
All right, guys, so it is time to show you some cap lineups Gibbs has been working on. What you'll see here is the nickel 3-3-5 odd defense. You've got his lineup for that. You've got his lineup for the big dime 1-4-6. His lineup for quarters 3 deep. His lineup for the gun bunch and for gun trips weak, which is the double P offensive scheme. So let's take a look at Gibbs' version of the nickel 3-3-5 odd. Ronnie Lott starting at free safety. The out of position CB version, you've got the Honey Badger at strong safety, even though he's a free safety. You've got Brandon Watson there, who we talked about. Clowney, Casillas, Miles Jack, gold, great coverage item. Shaq Thompson off the edge. Janoris Jenkins, Tyrone Matthew Campus, and then Charles Woodson, along with Shaquille Barrett and John Randall. So what do you like here?
The Honey Badger. What I love is my corner situations. I love having Woodson, Honey Badger, and Jenkins really top notch. My concerns with this lineup are obviously my defensive ends with Barrett and Thompson. Jadeveon Clowney is the swing guy out. There's debate of whether that's the best option there. I think you could probably tinker and move around some pieces with like the Clowney, the Barrett, and Thompson to find some cap value. But I like Casillas and the Jack combo in the middle of the field for coverage purposes. I also think there's room to make some adjustments with our strong safety Honey Badger. But overall, the core that I like about this is Ronnie Lott, Charles Woodson, Honey Badger at corner, Janoris Jenkins. You love the John Randall at D tackle, and I love the combo of Casillas and Jack at middle linebackers.
Very nice lineup there. That is the 3-3-5 odd lineup for salary cap ranked. Next up, we're looking at the Big Dime 146. So this is a lineup that I've used and showed off my first version, 1.0, on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/cfarles. But this is Gibbs' main version here for the Big Dime 146. It's a man coverage heavy lineup. He's got Glover Quinn back in and Derek Brooks. Great coverage middle linebacker. He's going to match it up there. Looks like an Anthony Barr's in the lineup. A Ronald Darby, who we like quite a bit. Oh, we got to wait here. And Chris Harris. So what do you think about Chris Harris here in this lineup? Does he get the job done man coverage-wise for you?
Yeah, Chris Harris and Gilmore both give me that 99 man coverage rating, which I like.
Okay, it's Gilmore, not Darby, my bad.
Yeah, and then Eli Apple, love that item, and I love the Cromartie. Across the board, your four corners, you could go above the threshold of Gilmore and Harris and get elite talent, but then your dime and your nickel corners are going to suffer. But if you take a look at that Cromartie, you don't have to pull him up, but just hover over his card so he shows up. Maybe he's not going to show up.
Which Cromartie is it?
That's the flashback Cromartie.
Flashback
94
Crow.
overall Crow.
Yep.
Really nice item. Glover Quinn. You can never go wrong with Glover Quinn. Actually, one of my favorite items actually right now in salary cap. And then one thing I think you could probably maybe save some cap value is the Derek Brooks. The Big Dime 146 is really important. You need to have the best man coverage guys. Mm-hmm. Brooks is the best. I think you can tone it down a notch. I think you could probably get away with a Casillas there, and then maybe kind of move some pieces and maybe get some better safety support or maybe some better outside linebackers to rush. But I like having Brooks. I think he's a safety blanket. I think he can cover a lot of the problems the Big Dime 146 can result in with covering guys out of the backfield. So just know that there's room to improve there.
Yes, and there's another rookie that's elite that I use that's very similar to Eli Apple out there. You could check him out if you don't have the Apple. But this is a nice Big Dime 146 lineup. Sticking with the defensive theme, we go to a quarters 3 deep defensive lineup.
This is an interesting lineup.
What do you feel about the quarters 3 deep? What makes it different from the Big Dime 146?
Well, this is all zone. This is all zone and hit power. And if you look on this field, there's something like 700 plus hit power on this field right here. And where I think there is the most value right now in salary cap ranked beta is zone coverage defenders, especially in the secondary, with high hit power. All these guys all are in the 90 plus. Besides the Cam Chancellor, they're all in the 90 plus hit power range, or 90 plus zone coverage range, and then they're in the 95 plus hit power. Really like what all these guys bring to the table. Big time hit sticks out on the field.
So this is for your quarters 3 deep zone coverage style lineup.
Yep.
Cool. Good stuff.
A lot of hit power. And you're going to have Atwater at one safety, Chancellor at the other safety, or Taylor at one safety, and then you use your Chancellor in the middle with 102 hit power.
Nice.
It's a lot of hit power on that field.
All right. Offensively, you've got a couple lineups here. We're looking at the gun bunch. So for your gun bunch, what are you trying to do mainly? It's mainly 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 halfback. You've got the left-handed quarterback Vic in there. You've gone very, very, very cheap on the offensive line here. You've got the most feared Deshaun Jackson. You have the one big Calvin Johnson. That is the one guy that that's game the big on the line, you're going one-on-one downfield.
Yeah, that's the big dog. What I like about having that one guy, especially in a gun bunch pass-heavy offense, is you need to have confidence that you're going to be winning the matchup on. You have the advantage somewhere. So that's where I like the Calvin. What you're going to notice about this lineup is that it's very. I have 2 extra options one at halfback with Andre Ellington, so I'm spending my extra cap value there, and I'm spending extra cap value at tight end with Julius Thomas. So with passing a lot, if you go, especially with that Titans offense, I find that I go no huddle a little bit. Like you have to go to no huddle to make it kind of work, which then tires out some guys. So you need some depth in order to run it appropriately. Now the offensive line that I tanked, I did tank, but I had the mindset of I need to have 80 plus in run block and pass block, and then 90 plus strength. So all those guys have 80 plus run block, pass block combo, and then they have 90 plus strength. So that to me was tanking as low as I wanted to go, and then see did they get it done. I'm seeing some problems in especially the run game where I'm noticing it, not as much in the pass game. So my next kind of move I'm going to go is look at 90 plus run block, pass block, and then not worry about strength. So that's going to be where I go next with my offensive line moves, most likely.
All right, and then the last lineup we have here for you guys in our top 5 is the Gun Wide Trips Week. This is the Double P, a.k.a. the Shovel Option Scheme over on youtube.com/cfarls. Also, we have the passing out of it in the Brain Trust. You've got a mobile quarterback. You've got Lamar Miller. Finneran on the outside and Larry Fitz. They can probably block pretty well for you. You've spent much more on the offensive line, and you've gone up to Tyler Eifert. So if people are going to run the Double P, they're going to be mainly in 3-1-1 sets. And that's what you're looking to do with this line. You've ponied up a bit on the offensive line compared to the last lineup and downgraded receivers slightly.
Yeah, so this offensive line was 90 plus in run block, pass block, 90 plus in strength. So that's the offensive line that you're getting. But you're seeing the downgrades. You're still seeing that I got the Vic and the Lamar Miller in terms of my quarterback, halfback. That's like my tandem. That's my crew. My crew is the Vic and the Miller.
Squad goals.
Then I went to Eifert for a little bit more run blocking support. Jordy Nelson brings to the table. He's actually a very good. He's got 65 plus run block, but he also brings in spectacular catch and traffic. And then on the outside, Fitzgerald and Finneran, they also hit that above 65 run block threshold, but they also have really good catch and traffic, spectacular catch. I'm not looking for a lot of speed on offense. On this offense, outside of the Miller and Vic, but I'm looking for guys that can go to downfield in one-on-one aggressive catch situations.
I like it. All right, let's hop back into game here. Gibbs almost has his lineup prepared. If not, we can always go
almost
through.
Done.
There's some really, really good draft content that kind of just slipped through the cracks, right? This Navarro Bowman, he's not even super expensive cap-wise. He's got 64 salary. I mean, it's expensive, but for a 99... one of the best run-stuffing defenders in the game with 99 hit power, 98 block shed. He's not the fastest, so you save a little bit. There's a new Antonio Brown out there. There was a new Von Miller. Terrell Davis got another item. We saw some of these guys on the draft stream, but like Jarrell Casey slipped through. He's got 98 strength, 98 block shed. I think you can do better with the Ian Williams or the Brandon Williams, but they don't have the power move that the Casey had. He's a little more balanced across the board. This Kyle Williams finally gets another item now. His base elite is tremendous. This one has 97 strength and 99 block shed mixed in with 98 power move. I like it a lot. That Amos, I bet he's a very good tackler. Yeah, you see he got the 91 item after his 87. I think that's a mover item or a final edition. I think he got a final edition because he didn't get any other items. So... crazy. Bago Esports is reporting that not many of the draft sleepers are selling on either console coin-wise because people aren't going after that set right there. So I think that's a good thing to note too. And then the other thing everyone should do, and we'll do it too, is go through the rookie players. So if you guys look at...
rookie players are good value right now.
Yeah, like, you know, they're still going to be expensive. I guess that's kind of the one downfall, but they're really good. Like this Eli Apple, he'll come down in price most likely. He's a great man cover corner. The guy that I utilize as my slot corner, I know he's the third of something. I can't recall his name at this point in my life, but there's some great items. The draft guys are never going to be the top tier, but they're going to just add... they're going to be like above campus heroes, below the top tier, like legends, and they're going to make some serious names for themselves. So those are some guys I would definitely check out. They dumped more guys in there Guys from, I think, the third round and beyond. See guys like Derrick Henry in here. Braxton Miller got a wide receiver item. I mean, look at this Braxton Miller. 96 speed, 98 elusive, good spec, decent route running, like just pretty solid across the board. His price will hopefully come down a little bit. You do have to look out a guy like Jalen Smith is going to have good zone coverage, good play rec. 97 play rec on a middle linebacker, that's Laurinaitis level style. So not that peak, but still very, very, very good. So keep an eye out for all these items and go through the Treadwell's good. William Jackson III is the guy that I use. Thank you very much. And so don't sleep and miss out on some of the draft guys. I bet you can find some really, really good values there for you. All right, Gibbs, let's take a look at your lineup here.
Your lineup was
ready to go.
You gotta have a bar. Bud Dupree sitting somewhere, right?
Jay Reed.
No, guy doesn't have a Bud Dupree. Right?
I thought I had a most feared Bud Dupree.
No. You don't even have an Anthony Barr.
No. Must have accidentally quick sold them 8 minutes before the stream started.
Tough, man.
You can get a Clowney in there, no?
You got nothing.
What do you need?
Kendricks?
The cupboards are bare, man.
What?
What do you want me to do?
Have a better team? Guess I'm just gonna roll with.
So we'll send it, Jay Reed.
Real tough. All right, I'm gonna go. Just gonna throw this guy in there, I guess. Jeez, tough.
Oh, my bad, Gibbs.
You're. I don't know when you put this lineup together, but I really hope your answer is like I did it 5 minutes before the show started because it was painful. Whatever you put together here was painful.
I guess the 3 games I won with it. You need one more flex player.
Huh?
You can't even submit. You can't even fill out a lineup appropriately.
Me?
Yeah. Who are you gonna tank with? Is there a 5 tank?
Always outside linebacker.
Shout out to Jamie Collins as the GOAT for the follow. Appreciate all the sub hype in the chat tonight. Keep an eye out for that new Brain Trust content coming in with lineups for your cap. And if you guys have specific questions on how specific things you want to see, let us know. Broken down, we can get that done for you. Cheryl's for 8?
Silly. See,
nah, he's not terrible. He's a good kick returner.
He's not a good kick returner. He's 88 speed. I do know that. It makes total sense that you would like waste cap value like that. It makes total sense.
All right, let's invite a player friend. Do you want to show the lineup?
Yeah.
To the chat. All right, yeah. Jay Reed, don't look. We're gonna show the lineup.
I'm going against the meta.
Jay Reed, cover your ears.
I'm going against the meta. We're going big dogs.
Yes.
We're going all big dogs on the old line. Arf, 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 arf.
So the goal of tonight's game is to determine whether or not tanking your offensive line matters. Most people out there have tanked their offensive lines in salary cap ranked. Here, we're going to go with all legends across the offensive line, big, strong receivers, and we're going to pound the ball over and over and over again and see if we can actually see the difference. We spent big there.
Yep.
Defensively, we're a little weak, but offensive line-wise, we're going to win the trench battle.
Here's what I find interesting after building this offensive line. You still have very serviceable pieces like this Kelvin Benjamin for like the spec. Like he doesn't have the top end speed, but for what you need him to do,
97.
Money. Vic, you still got your quarterback. You still got a very good halfback. There's halfbacks you can get, and like here, like you get the Ted Ginn here. You can get the Tavon Austin. It's a better option. This Brandon Marshall, like you don't have a lot of the players you need. I do like the Gilmore. This Gilmore's actually pretty good. And defensively, like there's pieces to move around, like. This Eric Weddle, like the fact, like why do you have Eric Weddle?
He's not bad. Who's better?
It seems to me that what you did is you just looked at your lineup and you go, I need, like you didn't really build it as a unit. You just go, I gotta get a guy in there that's forced cap value because that's all I got left.
Yeah, he's not bad. I basically did exactly that.
I know that's what you did. I can tell. I mean, I can tell there's no harmony with your lineup.
Harmony?
There's no harmony.
Harmony?
No harmony.
Would you rather Calvin Johnson?
Probably.
Lose man coverage? Sure, go for it. Or lose zone coverage? Go for it. You don't want 92 zone?
No, you're fine. All right. You get me in the game?
Ed Wired, we're big fans of the strength edition of the ULs. We talked a little bit about the John Randall earlier. Make sure those are guys that you want to check out.
I'm just saying, like, there's no harmony on your team.
The best is that there's some people in the stream that were here when I made this lineup, and they're probably like...
That's exactly what
they're
you
probably
did.
like...
But, like, I mean, that's exactly the way you do it.
How else would I do it? And did I win games?
I don't know, build a team that has harmony. Like, build it as a unit. They all should work together.
I don't think you know what it means.
I do.
You know what I mean?
What? I don't think you know what it means.
Team no harmony.
I know you are. Your team no harmony.
Hashtag here comes trouble.
Yeah. Dog
Says the guy with
harmony.
18 man D chemistry that I have no harmony.
You think that matters?
I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a crazy cat, man. You are. You want to switch seats? Can we switch seats?
Why? Is there more harmony for you over here?
You're gonna grill me because I said harmony? Because you're it's
Weird
not
word.
Harmony? It's a very standard word. Harmony?
I haven't heard it since 7th grade chorus, which I failed out of.
You failed at it? Can I sit
Yeah.
there?
And now I sing on my streams. How do you like me now?
Stream.
How do you like me now, Mr. Jones? You don't want to sit out here?
Oh, I'll sit out there.
You want to?
Yeah. I always forget we have that because we have
We got that new
That
games. That new games monitor.
that new. Stream. The extra output. That's what makes it money, right?
HDMI out. Quick shout out to Elgato with the HD60 Pro. Goes right in the computer.
I got my computer parts. I got the motherboard today and my hard drive.
Welcome in,
got the old
everyone.
motherboard.
Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. The Giants are going to take the field here today, knowing that the emphasis
Basically your team. You did a lot of adjusting.
is going to be getting off to a fast start. Because if you get out in front by 1 or 2 scores early at home, it'll be very difficult.
You want to play big dime, I'm guessing?
Yep. All right, Gibbs, here it is. We've got the game of the week. This is Jay Reed Vick, community member in the stream. Solid player. Been training his game, always trying to get better. What I'm going to do is treat him like a mid-tier player and kind of so he can go back and watch this and learn from his mistakes. S. Gibbs will be conducting an experiment in salary cap ranked right now to see if the offensive line does indeed matter. He's juiced his offensive line. He spent big coins. A nice cut right from Jay Reed Vick right there, and a good juke back to the middle with Gurley to pick up some yards. But S. Gibbs with a juiced legend offensive line, and we're going to see if that does make a difference. Most players right now in salary cap ranked are not spending big on the offensive line. We're going to see if it matters today. Get the banner down here. And we'll lock in. G Homie has S. Gribbs taking a loss here. We'll see if he can get it done. Under center is John Elway for Jay Reed, and he's got Todd Gurley. A little bit of a bad. What I like is he didn't have to slow down by messing his feet, but he was like a boat there. He's like a cruise ship trying to turn around. He did a little Austin Powers 7-point turn. He's got the drag underneath. A nice patient read. Good spin back into the middle, and a good first down there for Jay Reed. You'd like to see him get a little more upfield, slightly quicker right there.
80 Bradley Roby? I thought you built a good team.
Well, I had to take some guys out. Those are good man coverage players. Get him, put in Roby, and then put Adams back in at strong safety. All right, S. Gibbs already starting with excuses here in the first quarter. Jay Reed's going with the gun split close, a formation we know well. He goes with the inside run game, and that's just a run I've gotten completely away from, that power row from that formation. Like, even when it looks like it's there and you know your opponent's doing nothing to stop it, you still can't trust it for yards. He lost a yard there, unfortunately, and that's why the gun split close, unless you have the fullback inside, it's just not a formation you can run from. Not Jay Reed's fault. I like him taking a chance, but it just, I never go there, man. Here he goes with the gun double style set. Drag across the middle. He's got the corner route coming. S. Gibbs, bad user, can't get enough depth. And Jay Reed carving up S. Gibbs early in this game. Gibbs wearing a purple shirt. Jay Reed, fan of the Ravens who wear purple shirts, so maybe a little harmony between the two right there. Oh, Gibbs, you haven't shared us your top salary cap ranked item yet either. All right, after the game we'll find out. And John Elway. I like John Elway. I bet you get pretty good value on that Elway, I would bet, because he was really good at the start of the year. Ooh, a nice 0-1 trap run. And this Todd Gurley is causing all kinds of trouble for S. Gibbs' defense so far. 2 carries for 18 yards, 1 for -1 yard so far for Gurley on the day. Whew. Shout out to Intercool for stopping by. What's up, man? Checking it out. Just a TD, I'd love to play a game sometime. Just have a lot going on, so wouldn't be able to schedule, but I'll definitely be playing players in the chat, similar to what we're doing right now on streams in the future. So stick around, and hopefully at some point we can lock up in the future. And I'll smash you like I did Seagull. Just kidding. All right, here we go. Next play is a toss, and Jay Reed's got his juke game going. I like it. I think he's timing the jukes really nice. Not too early. He hasn't really juked into any big hitters yet, so pretty smart. Gibbs going. Best wide receiver for 170K. Let me see if I can find that answer during the game. I don't really have the prices on the top of my head. Depends also what you're looking to try and do. Route runner, one-on-one catcher, etc. 2nd and 5 here. Elway calling out his signals. Got a drag underneath. Gibbs goes to the drag the other way, and he hits it to the other side. 3 for 3 so far for Elway, 39 yards. Beats the cover 2. Just a quick, easy mesh concept. Double drags across the middle. Beats man, beats zone. Unless you really go kind of wrong from it. The problem is mostly where... I don't know if this is the 98 Gurley. I doubt it, but...
I doubt it.
He's looking like the 98 Gurley. Am I right, S. Gibbs?
Yeah.
Am I right? We'll see. Mike Evans will probably settle in possibly 250. Like, he's going to stay pretty expensive. He's got it mostly all. Under center run game and good defense there from Gribbs. Pops in with Telvin Smith, it looks like, and makes a play. That's a little guy I subbed in my lineup right there. S. Gibbs reaping the rewards of me just building solid lineup. Telvin Smith shooting through free.
Yeah, really reaping those rewards.
88 Gurley in the game right now for Jay Reed Vic. 3-4 odd. He's got the Sam Mike. Let's see if he goes 2-man. Let's see what he decides to do. Out at receiver. He goes underneath, but he can't rack it, and Jackson gets there and makes the hit. If Jackson's unable to kind of close on that play right there, cross wheels, one of our favorites, Derby Macklin. That's one where you can see that being a touchdown sometimes, but a nice job of the defense. Maybe that's a pursuit thing. We don't know. 3rd and 7 in the red zone, this tough area to score, and right here is where Jay Reed's caught in kind of no man's land. He didn't get down in the middle, but he goes underneath, and right there, even if he catches it, he's 2 yards away, and that's why I love on those 1st and 2nd downs to move the ball into the 5, because then if he catches that, if he's on the 5, that's a touchdown. He's able to possession it instead of having to rack it, and he's able to hold on for the score. So,
Rack that all on the floor.
So what I saw there was Jay Reed do a good job hitting drags across the middle, which are low risk, medium reward throws, and he ran the ball enough to keep Gribbs thinking about the run game. So what I'd like to see later in the game as the drives start to pile up. How is Gibbs going to take away those drags? How is Jay Reed going to then take away Gibbs knowing those drags to mix it up? I have the Cleveland Browns offensive playbook. Can you not win with it? How's this my fault? You didn't check your playbooks?
You're the worst.
You didn't check your playbooks?
You're just the worst.
You didn't check your playbooks. And somehow I'm the bad guy?
You're the worst.
So you'll notice the stars on the offensive line right here. S. Gibbs tested. Oh my goodness. Testing if the line matters. And right there picks up 7 yards. Going with the gun doubles.
Nice job by the offensive line.
Beef up front. He's got Ted Ginn in the slot. Kelvin Benjamin on the outside. Brandon Marshall. Guys that are pretty strong and can block. Ooh, Shady McCoy for another 10 yards. Picks up a first down. Ticks down to the 2-minute warning. You've never used the Cleveland Browns playbook? What'd you want?
My real offense?
All you do is pass the ball anyway.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Not when I have this. Not when I have this.
Right back to him once.
Ooh, Shady McCoy with the juke and almost spills through. Gibbs without the quick stick ability to flick the right stick and stay up. But, you know, maybe he'll learn that next time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And picking up the first down. They're changing things here. The quarterback changes.
Some people liking the Doug Baldwin. Ooh, Michael Vick can't scramble away even with all that speed. Looked like Gibbs did have a receiver open in the medium range of the field, but perhaps thought with just 82, 83 mid-accuracy he wasn't going to be able to get the throw off, so he decided to hold it and just throw it away instead. So pretty good defense right there from Jay Reed. User short, and Vick unable to get a first down. 2nd and 10. Jaden M. We're currently in the Browns offensive playbook, although S. Gibbs apparently wanted to be in some other random playbook. Oh, underneath there to Ted Ginn, and that is, I believe, the 3rd that I have in my lineup. That's a great item, good coverage. Makes the play.
It'll be 3rd down.
All right, 3rd and 10. Crockett Gilmore in at tight end. Ted Ginn in the slot. Michael Vick under center. We'll see if Jay Reed's able to... Ooh, Gibbs is going to test and run the ball and picks up 8 yards. Jay Reed's going to take a timeout to get into maybe a more run-friendly defense. When you have that ability to run block, like S. Gibbs does with all those legends in there, smart move by him to go down and go. He's trying to shoot in. He's trying to shoot in, and Shady falls forward. 3 yards. So I like that he went there on 3rd down with the lineup advantage that he has. We're trying to see if it matters here today, and it comes up big for him on 3rd and 4th down. And he's going to try and go deep to Teddy. Ball game getting in a bad click on by Jay Reed right there with the strong safety. Gets beat over the top, even with cover 4. And Vick able to deliver the deep pass. Ted Ginn with the toe tap. Good, I won't say good read, but an okay read there from Gibbs. And capitalizes on Jay Reed's defense. Good patience in the pocket.
And Dominican Sue, by the way?
7th grade reading level. And Dominican Sue, you think it's worth it?
Pretty good.
He can't play DT though, right? Oh, and he doesn't pick it up. Jay Reed with a bold strategy not to field the Gibbs kick. And now down at his own 7th.
Gibbs kick.
You gotta catch it. Because I think he thought it was going to go out of bounds, but it didn't. So, there's that. That's tough. That's tough out there. Gibbs going to go to the quarters 3 deep. We'll see if he can slow it down. Jay Reed's going to open things up to 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. We'll have to see if he can, if he has the personnel to like really maximize that or not. But he's at his own 7, doesn't want to get in trouble. Gibbs gets ball at half though, and so this is a big drive potentially. Minute and 11 should be plenty. He should at least get 3. PA off the right side, goes deep downfield in the seam and can't make the catch. Almost got the space, but Didn't get it there to Torrey Holt. A little bit of a lack of speed at safety from Gibbs' defense, but overall they held up right there. So not actually a bad decision to put those guys in there, is it? Whoever made that lineup must be pretty smart. Gibbs going to take a timeout, probably unable to get his RB subs in at an appropriate level. Jay Reed's going with the gun tight. Hands it off with the draw. And Gibbs is going to take a timeout. Don't love the draw. I do think against the quarter street deep, it isn't a bad move to see if Gibbs had perhaps pass committed, but didn't work out for him there. And now we've got a big, tough situation here on a 3rd and 9, and he just goes right in the seam, picks it up. I would go hurry up here. Take a timeout, okay. Just a quick streak. Exposes the weak zone coverage there, the soft spot in the zone from S. Gibbs. And just popped it for a real nice first down. Pretty good. All right, so Jay Reed needs... But now he's only out at the 20, where he should have started this drive at the 35. S. Gibbs didn't use shady kickoff tactics, but we'll have to see another soft spot in the defense. He's just finding these all over the field. He's using these timeouts a little early because now he's in a real trouble situation. He's really pegged himself in potential field goal. He needs like 2 big chunk plays, and now he's gonna kind of get out of bounds. He's got the underneath. Throw it away. Oh! So anyway, all right. Incomplete pass doesn't hurt him there. So we'd like to see that. We'll have to see how it works. Remember, fatigue is toned down in salary cap ranks, so S. Gibbs can keep utilizing this formation over and over without a huge penalty. Screen pass, sets it up, goes underneath, but can't get out of the way, even though Murray tries to keep it going. He's going to go with the hurry up. 3rd and 11. Decent call right there. I think surprised. Gibbs wasn't quite ready for it. There he goes to the halfback in the flat. Gibbs going to take his last time out. He did get enough yardage to at least punt and not potentially give anything up. So smart move from Jerry Vick there to move the ball out of the way. Shout out to iBull2 for the sub hype. He's been asking good questions in the chat, and now he's made a good decision by subbing to the channel, and he'll get those new lineups of salary cap ranked from Jo and Zan and M-Staff tonight. Jay Reed goes underneath, and in my opinion, just a very poor decision to go for it there. The reason I think that is even though he's in this Pittsburgh playbook, you don't gain a lot. Like, the most you're going to gain there is 3 points, and you're instantly going to give up 3 points. So you only had 3 points to gain because you're probably not going to be able to score a touchdown in the amount of time you had with the resources. And now Gibbs is probably going to go deep on you for a potential touchdown if he gets time in the pocket. So I think... Oh, just kidding. Gibbs makes another bad read, and now he's going the other way. So maybe an even worse decision by Gibbs right there. It's like the... It was bad right there, all around. Forcing the read downfield, had 3 free points. Jay Reed handing him a gift. He said, "May the 3 points be with you." And instead, Gibbs turns the ball right back over. Tough. Underneath, gonna run this half out. Overall, those last 40 seconds, some bad Madden all around right there.
That saw 2 defenses matching each other step for step. Larry Ridley coming up next.
If you're Gibbs, you got to take the 3.
With this kick, the second half
go up 7 points. You get the ball at the half. Jay Reed handed you 3 points. Instead, you take... I don't mind taking the shot, but you got to take a better shot than that. Perhaps Vic underthrew that ball, maybe? Because it looked like you did maybe have a guy, but I don't know. I'm not sure what happened right there. All right, so Gibbs with that elite offensive line, running the test to see does legends on the offensive line matter. Gonna try and run. No, he play actions, and he goes to A. And 99 can't get there in time, so he completes 2 out of 5 passing for flashback Michael Vick here, and his 74 cap total.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Jay Reed down by 4. Couldn't get in position with the drive, and Gibbs is going to get sacked in the middle. Looks like Brandon Williams, the big dog, getting in. Vick unable with all that speed to get out of the way. Gibbs trying to dance in the pocket, but slipped. Won't see Michael Vick on this season dancing in the pocket with the Stars. All right, he's got LaShawn McCoy heading out to the right. Vick's going to step up. Jay Reed did not send the spy. I think he had a chance there when the sea parted, but it would have probably been tough for him to see that since he was playing. So Gibbs was patient there and hit it to Gilmore. Good play right there. And Gibbs is going to go with a rush. He's getting good blocking on the outside. Picks up a couple yards.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to.
Rollins
also,
in there.
It opens up so many other things for your offense.
We got Benjamin.
2nd down and 5. Here's the give.
Some double team blocking. Didn't really get the push you might expect there from all legends. 3rd and 1. Let's see if
there by that defensive front.
And Gibbs going to decline the penalty? Yes, a gentleman and a scholar decides to decline it. I like that. That was good. The old Gibbs would have accepted that.
Right back to him.
Mike Wright would have accepted that. Oh, LaShawn McCoy beasting out there. That's BCA, LaShawn McCoy.
McCoy's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Short. He just gets it done with sheer willpower.
All right, the red icon underneath means star. It means those are your best defensive or offensive players on your team. Here we got Vick trying to get open and throws off his back foot. Just gets the ball away in time. Good thing he has that speed rating because he threw that ball away fast. Am I right? I am right. All right. Michael Vick not having his best game. Jay Reed's got S. Gibbs passing him in a paper bag. Fortunately, Gibbs with that elite offensive line has managed to stay in this one so far. Gibbs going to audible to the inside zone. Decent juke right there. Perhaps Jay Reed thrown off that S. Gibbs would actually run the ball. Let's see if he does it again here. He does. Jay Reed with the run commit, and he gets locked up in the backfield. S. Gibbs is going to take the 3 points, potentially. He said, hey, I decided not to take those 3 points earlier in the game, so right now I guess I will take them. He's going to take it to the quarter. So S. Gibbs is playing this game like a real game right now. He's going to take it to the... Oh, no, he's going to... Nah, he's going to take the 3.
Why wouldn't I play
I mean, you let it tick to the actual tick. Those 3 seconds could come in handy. You might have missed.
Low scoring. Here we go in the fourth quarter. I'm looking at which of the defense makes that big play to win the game. That's what I'm looking forward to. Who could get that big turnover? When an offense drives the ball,
I'm hardwired in there.
always want to get something out of it.
Gibbs with a terrible kickoff.
This time,
that's on you, bro.
Jay Reed's. That one goes out of bounds.
Sure, give him 5 extra yards. Cool.
So S. Gibbs, after stealing 30 yards on his second kickoff, doesn't get so lucky there. Gives up the ball up at the 40.
That's what, yeah?
That's what I think. 10-3, Jay Reed Vick down. Gonna have to get some offense set up. Gibbs going with the quarters 3 deep. Trying to bring pressure. 88 Todd Gurley trying to make some plays.
That was a good idea that time by the offensive coordinator. Trying to go with the run game here in the fourth quarter when they're only down 1 score. Defense was ready and stops it for a short gain.
Gurley's lined up as the single back. The Ravens snap it at the 41.
Ooh, seam throw. Chucky play. shredding the soft part of the defense. It's been a consistent theme we've seen all night. S-Gibbs' soft defense getting exposed by J. Reed Vick, especially with the tight end position. About to see if Gibbs can adapt. He was hit with drags earlier. Now he's getting hit with those streaks. Here we've got a run, and Gurley breaks a couple tackles.
Right at the 28. Defense wasn't fooled by that play call. The defense, even though their team is leading, they were ready for the run, and they stopped the offense at time just for a couple yards.
It's second down with only 2.5.
Carter 89B wants to know what when he audibles on defense, what does he do? And I'm so curious. I'd like to know too, Carter. We can ask. Ooh, nice spin move there. Gets him down into range. He's got 3 timeouts here. 3rd and 5. He's going to hurry up. He could get it off if he wants to, and he does. He goes with the quick snap. He's got the corner route, and he has the touchdown, but he doesn't throw it. Instead, he's going to force it. No, he's going to take the sack. Jay Reed maybe rush that a little bit rather than getting into a play he wanted. Or maybe he was surprised. He certainly missed the field goal. Now he's got 3 timeouts, and now S-Gibbs is going to try and pave the way with that legend offensive line right there. Wow, a big turn of events. Jay Reed in the 4th quarter does not have the clutch straight. Wow.
First down at the 40.
And Gibbs going to look downfield, go for the deep touchdown pass to Kelvin Benjamin, and open that one up. That's been a big play for Gibbs all night long. We showed how to beat cover 3 earlier in the show, and that's another one that also beats cover 4 too if you're patient. And that was a nice job.
The Ravens return team is ready.
Gibbs going with another strange kickoff here. He's going to get the ball up to the 36-yard line. Is J. Reed Vick. Gibbs is currently in the Cleveland Browns offensive playbook, although he claims he did not want to be.
On every snap now. First down at the 35.
All right, little play action, another seam throw, carving it up. Carving up. Gibbs just cannot slow that route down tonight. Just struggling all around. Maybe in Madden 19. All right, here we go. Seam throw, one-on-one coverage. Torrey Holt can't come down against Mike Adams. Mike Adams not getting burnt there despite only 86 speed, and that 92 zone would have factored into a nice pass breakup perhaps. Wow, perhaps Mike Adams is quite a nice budget item. Perhaps he isn't. Carter 89B, he'll explain his audibles. He always plays this way with his adjustments. In the Brain Trust, we go over some of the adjustments, not the specific quarter street deep one that he's running, but if you're just wondering like what defensive hot routes, etc. he makes, he's probably he manned up, like, so that guy that just caught the pass, he took a Lynch and he manned him up on it before the snap. He probably thought I was thinking of one of those seam throws. He'll QB spy, just drop guys in different zones depending on where he thinks the plays are, and that's how we kind of play the game. Right there, he pass committed and got lucky. Jay Reed's going to need to score with about 40 seconds left and keep his timeouts, and he'll have a chance in this game to get one more going. Guys, reminder, after this show, we have the Mutt Cap with JO30 in the chat and Hold Fast Hope, 2 community guys. Nice route. If he had maybe pass-led that and dragged it, I think he could have scored a touchdown. The difference of him catching that while his guy was running parallel and when his guy is running upfield is huge, I think. Yeah, so you see JO30 in the chat right there. Click on his name, follow his channel. He is one of the guys that made a Brain Trust breakdown. You can see on the left side here. It's a little bit of an exclusive sub-club that we have here. Zan, JO30, and M-Stack all making a salary cap ranked lineups. But those guys will be streaming the Mutt Cap, where they'll break down plays after. The touchdown from Jay Reed gets him back in the game. It's only down 7 right now. An interesting route right there. That looked like... And S-Gibbs can't escape.
Yeah?
But you can't escape. Alright, let's see. After this show, assemble all mods. We need all mods in the chat. I'm getting my Tom Brady Anchorman horn out. All mods in the chat, be ready. Ooh, he tosses it out, and Gurley fools him. So now he's only down 6, but he only has 2 timeouts left. But I know Gibbs. He'll give him a shot.
You get back into the game, picking up the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're a man of the people, allegedly.
No, you're the man of the people.
Oh, I know I am the man of the people.
Yeah.
I said for you allegedly.
Comes out. Well, they had a lot of options to choose from on the onside kick there, because I've seen him in practice do many different onside kicks, but the attempt was just not good, and they're probably going to lose the game now.
All right, the mods are here, and they are assembled and ready.
What are they doing?
We have our mod of the month.
Getting a look at the Wildcat here.
S. Gibbs going to give it to Nikita Whitlock, little Wildcat. Takes it down to the 36. Didn't quite get the push with the elite offensive line. Gibbs, how do you feel about the elite offensive line in this game for you? Did you notice you noticed it a couple times? You noticed it every time? You feel like he could shoot through gaps?
Every time.
I mean, you didn't really have a dominant rushing attack, but overall, I'm just facts only. You didn't put up big numbers. Captain KT with the sub-hype shout-out. Thank you very much, Captain KT. Gibbs stealing Jay Reed's Vic offense with the seam throw to the tight end. He's been, hey man, this guy's been carving up my zone. What if I try and carve up his zone with a little bit of the Wildcat passing scheme? And it worked for him right there. Gets him down to the red zone.
Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Here's the quick
Ooh,
toss.
pitches it out. Touchdown, LaShawn
I missed
McCoy.
that.
It's pretty legit.
It's so
What if
good.
you could build a team around just that?
What a job by the offense. So little time left.
It might be pretty
Drive
good.
down the field and score. That
No.
just ices the game.
Probably pretty
Nice
good.
job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive side.
Gibbs gonna go for vengeance. Go for a 2-point conversion of his own.
Tight end in motion.
Hey, interesting decision.
Wow,
I think we're
Cat.
going to see more 2-point conversions
good.
in the league this year.
It's good to be back in the
than
Cat.
ever before, because kicking an extra point from the 15-yard
Not bad,
line,
not
it's
bad.
not a gimme anymore.
Dominican Sue kicking off.
Dennis got it on the fair catch.
Those are
As the
our
offense
items?
heads out now.
Yes.
The
Right.
Ravens come out that
Mod Squad.
time left on
Mod
the
Squad.
clock.
What's up, Rose Ball? Rose Ball's just in time
Rose
for the Mod of the
Bowl.
Month Club. He is a mod in here, so he'll be entered into the Mod of the Month Club.
Don't throw any more gasoline on the fire.
Last month we gave
Chance to throw a silly interception that people are going to talk about.
E-Rock
Don't fumble the ball.
a copy of UFC Deluxe, and the month before we gave Wolfman a copy of,
It's intercepted, and
I think,
that's gonna
UFC
be
also,
back in
possibly
the
Battlefront.
What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the
Gibbs gets an
defense
interception
here,
there.
Bill.
Looks like Eric Weddle coming up big with an interception.
Yeah.
Just right place, right time. You know, it's a guy with good play rec. He's not too fast, so he's not going to overcost. Good zone coverage, and he's going to make plays when plays come on down to it. So you like to see that.
LaShawn McCoy with a nice piece of
Gibbs with
running
13 carries for 120 yards, mostly garbage yards.
I knew you were going to
But-
say that. I knew you. Oh my.
I mean, realistically, let's see. Go in. So right now in this game, remember, we're testing elite offensive lines.
I noticed it. I did.
Gibbs claiming that he noticed it. 5 for 9 with Vic.
Yeah. I mean, I did.
Shout out to Jack E.
I'm kind of. I'll tell you why I'm kind of a believer in it right now. My offense. If you look at the offense we built, it's roughly the same as the offense that like I had with Calvin Johnson and Des Bryant. But you take away the 2 top end receivers, and you're able to spread that around to your O-line. And you still have Kelvin Benjamin.
And the difference between like a bad O-line and a good O-line is
I'm in.
go to pancakes, like go to your O-line. Blocking. Right. So you have Larry Allen, Joe Thomas.
How come he had so many pancakes? Because my D-line was terrible. Right?
Maybe, right?
You had a terrible D-line.
Possibly. I don't know. That seems... obscure.
That seems really different, right?
John Greco just
John
hammering cats.
John Greco, he ordered the double order of pancakes.
Yeah. Interesting.
Like, that's crazy. You know what? Maybe when I pass committed, maybe he got all the pancakes in that play.
Yeah.
Seriously, he might have. Well, I guess Greco didn't get 6 in one play, right?
Yeah. Weird. All right, guys.
I'm in on that now. I'm sold. I'm gonna rebuild my whole lineup now.
Vic also had good protection to wait and go downfield.
That was huge.
That actually kind of mattered.
This playing this game has flipped the meta for me. My own meta.
Interesting.
Meta flipper.
All right, dudes. So we went over the salary cap quarterbacks. We went over the final additions. We talked about the tank players. Remember, if you're competing in salary cap, if you're competing in Draft Champions ranked Season 2, and you qualified, or even if you were right outside the top 64, somewhere in the top 80, make sure you contact @MattMarcoux on Twitter if you didn't get an email.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so just follow @MattMarcoux. He's got all the info. He's sending out the emails, and you want to compete because I believe that is advancing this weekend, so you don't have much time left, so make sure you get on that.
Real quick before we do the giveaway.
Yeah.
My item of the week. My salary cap item of the week.
All right, S gives salary cap item of the week.
You ready to pull them up?
Who you got?
Get the page ready on my head. Oh, go back to the full screen so it's a surprise. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right.
What would you like?
Can you type in L?
L.
O. Oh God. L. No.
Lindsay Lohan.
Did your batteries fall out?
3 to 1 chance. Considering I demolished this keyboard at the start of the show.
Did you open up a new
Okay, LO.
TT?
Locked. Out of position CD Ronnie Lott.
Yeah, that's right. Get the page. L.
All the keys. It's all now starting to type itself in.
What? Can you make a new page? Close that page out. Wow. Tough computer, huh?
Struggle City, bro.
Ronald Lott.
Ronaldinho out of position CD
Out
Lott.
of position, Ronnie Lott. For 50 cap value, this is my favorite item right now in salary cap rank. There's no lineup that this guy shouldn't be in. Because he can do everything. He can play corner for you, he can play safety for you, and for 50 cap value, he brings the most value out of any position in the game with 97 hit power. You got to have him. He's a Swiss Army knife on the defensive side of the ball. Show his man coverage, zone coverage stats. You can see 93 man, 91 zone. That's good enough to play at least your dime or at least your nickel corner, and it's good enough to play deep safety. He can play 1 or 2 at corner if he has. If you're playing zone coverage, and even in man, you can still get away with him probably as well. So enough speed to play downfield. This is the guy. This is the guy who should be in every single lineup in salary cap rank.
All right. I like this item right here. It's time for the Mod of the Month Club. This is to give back to the mods of the channel. You can choose between either FIFA on PS4 or Xbox One. So if you're a mod in the chat, we gotta pick a random one? I don't know.
Should I just scroll up and like land on a guy? Like I could show the chat like right here, and I'm just like I'm gonna land on a guy, and whoever it is, it is, right?
Yeah, can we use random.org?
That won't work because
That
there's
won't work.
2.
They're not numbered.
Wait. I got an idea. Wait. We do. We have all our moderators right here. As long as this is accurate. Moderators.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, I'm going off that list. I'm not refreshing. Go to random.org.
Does that have people that are active in there?
I don't know.
Like
1, 2, 3. Yeah, because Rose Ball's in here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not 6 because that's EA Sports. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not you. 11. Not Nightbot. 12, 13, 14.
14.
14.
14. 1 through 14. Generate. Random number is 14.
It's freaking Wolfman. Wolfman wins.
All right, can't be Wolfman. Generate another one.
Why can't be Wolfman?
Because he already won.
Oh, okay. Who is it?
11.
All right, so 14, 13, 12. Mad Scientist.
All right. Can't be Mad Scientist.
Because he already wins.
Who's 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E-Rock.
He already won. Generate.
All right.
2.
Best dogs on Twitch.
All right, best dogs on Twitch. You get to choose between...
Nightbot needs FIFA. Nightbot won.
All right, it's going to be best dogs on Twitch. He gets to choose whichever systems he's on.
Yeah.
He gets it. If any of the other mods really need FIFA,
we get another copy.
And they're on the other side of the thing, just hit me up.
You just... Wolfman won fair and square, and you just Jones the guy.
It's the first thing Wolfman's won in a long time.
Wow.
Shots fired.
All right. All right, guys. As the show ends and we head into next week's show, send us your lineups. I love the discussion that people have been having. Like, I think it's cool. Send your lineups. Like, try different lineups. Make 3-4 lineups, a 4-3 lineup, quarters 3 deep lineup. Just send them to us. We'd love to review them and give some feedback. And it's a good thing for the community that everyone's like this engaged on the mode. It's really cool. It's a great mode, and it's a lot of fun. So send those lineups to us. Tweet us at SQ7 at Madden Blackball.
Yes. The other thing is keep an eye out for more breakdowns of lineups. I broke down Rose Bowl's lineup from his Twitter, but if he wants to go over it, we can send that out to Brain Trust. If he's willing, we're going to get more and more players. I know Stevie J is working on a lineup for us, so there'll be more and more content coming to the Brain Trust for salary cap. I'm working on a sheet for it, so it'll be all good. What we're going to do next is head on over to JO30's channel. Got to get him a stream key.
He already has it. I'll resend it. You guys should have it.
All right.
I've already sent out new keys to everybody on the team last week. Yeah. So
right.
I'll do it. I'll send you another one. But
all right. So we'll hang here until we'll host that EA Sports Stream Team channel, and we'll just chirp. We'll chirp until then. What's the you really like that quarter stuff?
yeah,
I thought you were running 3-4.
I was, but not with that lineup you had.
Did Eric Weddle not make a play?
Here's the issue.
And did the other guy not make a play?
He did. Here's the thing. You pay for a premium at linebacker. You pay for a premium at linebacker, then there's a ton of value at like corner. So like I feel as though you want to play like some type of quarters coverage or like a big dime because there's more value there. I think.
Delray 41.
What about him?
Mod status?
Is he?
Been there a long time. Could be.
Sure. Do you want to give it to him?
I mean, been there a long time. Justin TD, you can send us your lineups on Twitter. And York in the building? What up? I wouldn't take your quarterback. Like I said, you're not really going to save all that much on quarterback.
Unless you go like Jay Cutler Gold. What's Jay Cutler Gold? I've seen people running him. On Twitter, people have been talking about it.
Like... I can't type.
I know you can't.
Jay Cutler Gold is... not good. 42? Like you're still paying
correct.
42?
Right, see, that's the problem. That's the problem.
And he's got 75 deep and 78 medium.
People like him because he's 98 throw power. So, like, they're like, oh, he can make the throw, but, like, whatever. But that's the problem with, that's my whole issue with the quarterback situation, is that, like, you can't tank QB. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, they're already going to cost you too much.
They cost too much. So you might as well go with a good one.
Right. Yeah. Possibly Tyrod. Tyrod Taylor for 85.
No, it's too much. He's like 65. 64. So you can't go him when you
Give me
can go
Eli
Brady.
Manning. What's Eli Manning? 62?
That's the problem that you run into, I think. So.
Yeah, base elite Brady. 90 Brady's good. He's tough to find though, I think. So. Yeah. Yeah, use Mudhead just to TD. Put your lineup in on Mudhead, use the lineup creator, and then either send me the link or the screenshot of it, and then Twitter's @ManaBible. Those guys are doing Muck Cap on EA Sports.
Yes.
Alright, dudes, we're going to send you guys over to EA Sports channel for the Muck Cap. It'll be on shortly, so head over there. For YouTube crowd, we'll see you guys soon. Appreciate you. And we'll be back next Wednesday for more This Week in Madden. Keep an eye out for those Brain Trust emails. Lock up.
See ya.